I gotta wrap this up. Let me drag this over. Yeah. Finish that guy. This guy, of course. Ernest Timmons. Oh God, this guy. Oh, this will ruin me. This will ruin me, Chris. Oh, this will ruin me. This will ruin me. I think he had to pick up his wife from work or something. Oh, terrible, terrible, terrible. Oh, uncut episodes, you know. Section, good news, bad news story. Okay, so I think we've covered the gamut. Yep, and that's it. It's not limitless, you know, but I don't know. I'll just let it play at a loop at my house. Okay, yeah, I think that's about it. Wait, let me do a time check. Uh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to, 55 seconds, Jesus. Um, anyway, this is something I was looking at. Marsha Bartel, the one who sued To Catch a Predator because of ethics, whatever. But this is one of the funny things, man. She claims that the network cover us up improper behavior by police officers, such as goofing off by waving rubber chickens in the faces of the sting targets while forcing them to the ground and handcuffing them. So that's either it's got to be Fort Myers. They broke out a ghillie suit. They broke out a ghillie suit, or at least Florida. You know, rubber chickens in the faces of sting targets. Okay. Oh wow. But hats off to Lynn Keller. Lynn Keller, and you find out that the producer is actually, when it says producer or it says produced by, the person actually is responsible for a lot of pretty outrageous stuff, and they tried to give her sole producership of the show, and she turned around and sued them. I'm not touching that with a 20-foot pole, but I don't know. There's articles that say she had a hand in 4 episodes or something before being assigned the duty of sole producer, which and it sounds frightening too. Uh, yeah, that was that search, but it's very interesting. And then you find out that Lynn Keller produced one, two. Well, Lynn Keller was the first one who, from his team, approached Perverted Justice, evidently. And then you've got, like, she did that. Then she did, like, evidently one, two, three, four. Marsha Bartel was brought in. Appears to me to do um, Petaluma. She refused. She like basically kind of quit or something. So I don't know what her deal is, her story. I'm trying to find all that out. And then this is a good article. And then yeah, some more quotes from some type of document. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. Back to the show. Judge Judy to Jackass to Borat. Yeah, Predator. Everybody's knocks on it. Everybody knocking on Predator. Oh, this is how much a producer made a yearly salary. Yeah, imagine. You've always wondered how much does a producer of something like To Catch a Predator make in a year? Well, this is what was offered to Marsha Bartel, and she was like, "Hell no." She turned that down. Think about that. Now, it's not just this, and this per year. You add these up too, and that comes up to a decent amount. You know. Oh God, she said no, not for nearly $500,000. Oh man, wow. It gives you a sense, you know. And then there's another article that mentions where the one decoy, at least one we know of, he got $5,000 was the going rate. You get 5,000 bucks for being there for the 3 days, man. That's great. And then we got some, yeah, one after another. Yeah, like Lynn Keller did pretty much. She did all of them, pretty much, except for Petaluma. Oof, that's hardcore. I haven't even really looked her up yet. There we there again. This guy. Yeah, this guy, David Corvo, his name comes up in the suit. Dum dum dum. He's one of the dudes that Marsha, yeah, went to and said, "This shit's fucked up. You're off the rails, sir. You're off the rails, man." He was the senior executive producer of Primetime News, overseeing Dateline NBC. To Catch a Predator was this tiny little thing, that just blew up. Oh, God. Overseeing. Okay. So he's like, God only knows, man. Senior executive producer. And a producer's job is, interesting responsibilities. Primetime News, overseeing Dateline NBC, and the new Primetime News magazine broadcast with Brian Williams. Name to be determined in June 2011. Wow. And these timelines. So, formally, before that, he was the executive producer of Dateline. So he came right out of Dateline and became an Okay, so he was an executive producer of Dateline. He became an senior executive producer of Primetime News. Wow, of which Dateline is just a subset. And then within Dateline, you have multiple subsets, of which it said the original To Catch a Predator was supposed to be a one off. Just a one off article or story or whatever. Corvo also, and this was dated 2011, so this is even older. And oh, it gets funnier. It gets funnier. Corvo also oversees other primetime news programming. Interesting. So he does this, right? Which is Dateline is just a sub thing, and then he also does other prime. So his mind is in other places. When To Catch a Predator just goes off. So he joined NBC News as if, okay, now we're stepping back in time. Now we're going pre To Catch a Predator, right? The roots of To Catch a Predator itself is around 2006, you know. So this is pre Predator. This is pre anybody had an idea. So this guy joins NBC News vice president of news is a lower position than the senior executive, or was this guy getting promoted, or was he being demoted over the years? What's going on with you? Oh my God, I don't know. He joined as vice president, NBC News vice president, June. Okay, summertime, where he was responsible for, I can imagine, a wide range of management duties. Oh God. Can you imagine having to deal with the dirty refrigerator? Oh my God. Including executive, oh God, including, so whatever this is, this too, executive oversight of primetime news programming, of course, including Dateline. So I'd like to get the full listing. See, we're only getting the Dateline thing. Dateline is just one of how many? Well, you just look up what their news thing was back then, and he was responsible for it. Ouch. Yuck. That's a horrible job. Before To Catch a Predator, that's a horrible job. Primetime program development. Ugh, for two different channels or whatever these guys are. Now, before doing that, he spent most of his career at CBS News. Oh, check that out. So he started out in CBS and then jumped to NBC. Okay, interesting, interesting, interesting. Where, okay, now we don't have a date yet. Where, do a time check. Okay, he was vice. Okay, so okay, here we go. At CBS News, vice president of public affairs programming. What is that? Public affairs. Wow, I could see a news thing coming out of that. Sure. Public affairs. Yeah. Programming. Oh, it must have been horrible. Must have been a horrible, thankless job, man. Public affairs programming. Like the kind of boredom that I just can't imagine. I can't imagine. Served in that capacity from, here we go, 1990 to 1992. Okay, okay. Wow. 2 years of that, then jumps to NBC News in 1992, right? I'm assuming. And then, whatever. Ugh, what a career. Okay, so he served in as, okay, public affairs programming. He served in that capacity from, blah, blah, supervising the network's primetime news magazine programs. Wow. This guy knows news. Wow. Huh. Interesting. Now I'm tempted to look and see what they had going on in '92 at CBS, what their flavors were. Well, thank you. What an awesome article. 60 Minutes, 48 Hours, and Street Stories. Remember Street Stories. That's funny. That is funny. So we're digging. This is way pre-Predator now. Look at this. We're talking up to 1992. So during those 2 years, 60 Minutes, okay, 48 Hours. That's interesting. And then Street Stories. Dum dum dum. Wow. In addition, he was. Oh God! On top of this, okay, executive in charge. Oh Jesus! When you got dashes in your title, that's not good. Executive in charge. Oh no. Oh, I can only imagine what the in charge designates. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, executive in charge of numerous documentary specials, man. Wow, this guy does documentary news or history, you know. In addition, executive in charge of numerous documentary specials. Okay, those weird ass summertime news specials that they would do. He was executive in charge. Oh, wow. Okay, so blah blah blah. Watergate, the secret story. Yeah, see, and you got anchored by Mike Wallace. That's like To Catch a Predator, anchored by Stone Phillips and the other thing, and they had like what's his name? Chris Hansen was like this. So those Stone Phillips and the other chick were so unnecessary. I just it blows my mind. Blows my mind. There's only Chris Hansen. Oh, I bet Chris Hansen fought his way to get up there beside Stone Phillips and then slowly push Stone Phillips aside. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, so anyway, back to this guy. Okay, so yeah, this guy does documentary news in a weird. We haven't even gotten his time on the street if he did even did any. I mean, all these things are titles. Where's his where he's got a mic in his hand and he's on a dirty sidewalk and he's like, "This ain't living, man. This ain't living." If he done that, yeah, you got my respect. Previously. Okay, now we're stepping further back. Pre-Predator, man. Pre-Predator. Corvo, this guy, had been CBS News' vice president of administration. HR? Oh, wow. I hope not. HR. I don't know. Administration from 1989 to 1990. Okay. Okay, so you still. Where's his. We'll get further down. Prior to that, okay, now they're going quickly. Prior to that, he was the creator of CBS This Morning and served as its executive producer. Okay, so he created a show, CBS This Morning. I never saw it. Well, yeah, 1989, of course not. Was the creator of CBS's Morning Service. Okay, so we did 2 years on that. His earlier producer credits. We're going further back now. Wow, before 1987, his earlier producer credits. So producership. And you find out that at least what they wanted Marcia Bartel to do. Holy cow, man! Producer's a dangerous job, man. Very dangerous. His earlier producer credits included executive producer of CBS Morning News. Now I've heard of that. Yeah. Oh, look at that. CBS Morning News. CBS This Morning. Wow. Oh, dude. Just churning the pot, churning the pot. God, okay. Executive producer, CBS Morning News. Executive producer. Is it at the same time? Or probably linear. Executive producer, CBS Early Morning News. Look at these roots in news. And senior producer for the weekend editions of CBS. So that's okay. Here we go. From 1982 to 1983. Oh my goodness. He was the assistant bureau manager. So he's still doing bureaucratic job. He still doesn't have that microphone in his hand at this point. Okay, now we're jumping back forward in time. In November 1992, Corvo joined Fox News. Hold on, where was 92? He served in that capacity from 1990 to 1992. He was vice president, okay, of public affairs programming, and then November 1992 joined Fox News Productions. Okay, as vice president and exec of the whole. Wow, wow, or at least whatever that slice entails. As vice president and executive producer. Oh God, what's with the executive producer titles everywhere? Hmm. Yeah, which is better, producer or executive producer?